Hello. In this unit, we're going to talk about the almighty kickback. In fact, we know that kickbacks are legal. I don't need to get deep into RESPA with you. You know that, quite frankly, you shouldn't be doing it. But we run into situations where the realtors don't tell us to pay for something for them, but they kind of suggest at it and they tell us about other loan officers who are willing to do it, and they kind of put some pressure on us. Quite frankly, I've seen some people get into trouble over the years because of kickback situations, and usually it only happens after a deal goes south and a mistake is made and the attorney is able to say, well, there was some type of shenanigans going on here. What you're going to want to do more than anything is to avoid the appearance of evil. In fact, you're going to lose business, and I'm going to tell you this flat out, and it's going to be painful. You're going to lose business by taking things the clean way. You're going to find that some realtors will just want a freebie. They expect and they've been trained to think that loan officers are there to buy their advertising for them, to cut them a check outside of closing because they gave them business. That loan officer is there to do things for them that shouldn't be done. In fact, you got to just take the high road, and you got to tell the realtor, listen, I'm here for the long haul, and I want to make sure that everything we do is RESPA clean, so I don't put you or your broker into a situation where you can get sucked into a lawsuit. I just want to make sure that everything is done above board so that everybody feels comfortable, including the client, who we have to focus on and hold in the highest regard. If you take the professional and ethical route, it'll usually stamp out realtors. Now, a lot of times what you'll find is that if you act a little bit shady or if you're willing to cave in, a lot of times the realtors will smell blood and then they'll start asking you for all kinds of freebies and they'll start trying to shake you down. If you just simply hold firm, don't budge, and take the high road and put the focus on the client every single time, you'll find that about 95% of the realtors will be okay with it and they'll drop it. But if you show a little bit of weakness and say, well, we do some cross-marketing with other realtors, and we do occasionally pay for some news articles if it's, if there's enough business there. If you start showing weakness, they'll jump on top of it, and then they'll start trying to push you as to what you can do for them. So, anything involving money or involving a kickback, and you want to talk to your broker, you'll want to talk to the head of your mortgage company. If you have a legal attorney that helps your mortgage company out, I would encourage you to talk with them and to truly understand what the RESPA laws are of what and what is not allowed to be done. And in fact, there's some pretty strict requirements as far as RESPA goes. So, if the realtor starts wanting freebies and gimmies, I would encourage you as strongly as possible to stand strong, take the professional route, and take the high road. Because once you start going down that downward spiral of paying for things, of giving up money, of losing hard-earned net profit, well, at that point, you're really just the realtor's punk. And they're going to use you, and they're going to abuse you, and then they're going to toss you away when somebody else has the next best thing for them. So, if you lose realtors, so be it. But don't lose your license. Keep the high road, and don't do kickbacks. Do not do kickbacks. It's just a never-ending cycle of exploitation that the realtors try to put us through. And if you stand up for your principles, you can walk away at the end of the day, feel good about it, and know that it's not going to affect your license or your ability to do loans years into the future. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is how to fight for your commission when the realtor tries to stab you in the back. So let's talk about how to fight for your commission effectively on the next unit.